My name is Peter Zimbor, joined alongside with my broadcast partner, Dan Horgan. Dan, John Duddy is a guy who last fought in February at Madison Square Garden, and he won a majority decision against the unheralded Walid Smichet. Going into that fight, there was a lot of talk that he would get a crack at middleweight champion Kelly Pavlik in his next bout, but he had a tougher than expected time with Smichet in that fight. Obviously, he has not fought for a middleweight championship yet, but he hopes to get there, and starting point is tonight.
Peter, throughout the history of boxing, Irish fighters have been notorious for their ring valiance. John Duddy might have the problem of being a little bit too Irish. This is a guy who has the offensive tools necessary to become middleweight champion of the world, but oftentimes his heart gets in the way of his defense. Tonight against Charles Howe, Duddy is going to need to get back to defensive basics. Because if Duddy can improve his defense, Peter, he has an excellent shot of becoming middleweight champion of the world.
It's interesting to note that as an amateur, John Duddy was known as more of a boxer than a slugger as he has become as a professional. We talked with both John Duddy and Charles Howe before the fight, and here's what they had to say. Decision. I'll now welcome in my broadcast partner, Dan Horgan. Dan, we just talked to John moments ago. He's taking pictures behind us. A fine performance for him tonight, exactly what he needed after the Walid Smichet fight, a very convincing 10-round decision.
John Duddy looked great tonight, Peter. He showed a lot of skills he hasn't showed in the past. I think Pat Burns did a great job with him. Look out Kelly Pavlik. I think the great thing about John Duddy is that he throws a lot of punches every round, that each punch he throws with a conviction. That means that at any point in any round, he could score a knockout. That's dangerous for any middleweight in the world, whether you're champion or not.
But John Duddy says that he hopes for his next fight to be for a title shot. He's undefeated. He feels he deserves it. Do you think he's ready, or do you think he needs a little bit more time to season?
I think he's as ready as he's going to be, Peter. I think he needed, like we said, one more fight to really tune up his skills, but considering his popularity level, I think that he deserves the title shot. I think he deserves it more than Marco Antonio Rubio, and even more than Sergio Mora, whose biggest win came at 154 pounds. I think that John Duddy's a natural fit to fight Kelly Pavlik next.
Well, an excellent performance by John Duddy tonight. Nevertheless, we want to thank each and every one of you who joined us for our first internet broadcast here at www.boxingherald.com. We also want to thank our friends in the United Kingdom at secondsout.com for their help with tonight's broadcast. Of course, we'd like to thank Irish Ropes Promotions for the help in setting this up, Rich Cappiello of Cappiello Promotions for helping us with some of our equipment, and Spastic Owl Video Productions, one of the finest video production companies in Massachusetts. Check them out online at www.spasticowl.com. For everyone here at boxingherald.com, my broadcast partner Dan Horgan, I'm Peter Zimbor. Keep checking back to the website, and we'll see you next time at the fights. Good night, everyone.